I think that's a good question. I have friends in the red Angus business that market carrier bulls too, and they're carriers of the red gene. And so I think we have to define what the carrier is. If we're looking at a autosomal recessive, like I know you're talking about with arthrogryposis multiplex and neuropathic hydrocephaly, really that is history. Now, we still have a few carriers that we've worked through, and obviously we have castrated and treated a lot of those as steers. But the commercial cattlemen are very astute, and we've been approached by lots of folks from Florida and Louisiana and Texas. And when we go to breeding an F1 tiger stripe, they know this is no issue whatsoever. And so they have bought a lot of those bulls that are carriers, and they bought them for a nominal price. Quite frankly, some of those bulls in the past would have been in the top 50 bulls in our sale. And so they know that if they breed that tiger stripe cow, who is not a carrier for those autosomal recessives, that they'll never have an issue. And the reality of it is, you know, after this year, we will have no carriers. We've eradicated them. And the only reason we even have a few left at this time is just because they were still in the pipeline of our embryos from the past. But if I breed that tiger stripe cow to a carrier, she is not a carrier. She will never have an affected calf. Now the key there, and many of those folks are terminal cross, so they're not retaining any of those heifers anyway, but if they did retain those heifers, and when they're ready to breed those heifers, I breed the cow today, she calves 282 days from today. I'm going to basically breed that heifer 2 years from when she was conceived. 2 years from now, as long as I don't breed that heifer, if I choose to retain her, if I don't breed her to a carrier bull, I'll never have an issue. There will not be any carrier bulls, certainly from Gardner Angus Ranch, and the reality is there won't be any carrier bulls left in the Angus breed 2 years from now. So it's just a very smart and applicable way for producers that understand the science of a simple recessive to use that to their advantage to access better genetics. And in a terminal cross situation, it's absolutely no problem. And if you understand the recessive, yes, we'll create a few carriers if they choose to save those heifers. But again, the science would show you, and the reality of the science would be, as long as I breed all of those heifers to non-carrier bulls, I'll never have an issue, and it's not an issue.